2000 EST. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' ride forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom while you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision and you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Regal. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on, so they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this?
Okay.
Hey, my studio is where.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I plug in the
Let's
microphone
go.
and then you hear that click.
Click, click, click. Click, click, click.
It's a hit. Hey,
how we doing? Welcome in.
like, whoa, man.
Happy Wednesday.
Hey, make 'em do the man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance.
Okay, I think we're good. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in.
We pray and hold hands.
Yee.
He give grace, so wherever
Yee.
grace lands. He paid the
All
price,
right.
ain't have no escape.
All right, W's in the chat. We got some motion.
Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Hey, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it.
All right, everyone, everybody good? Welcome in, gang. Welcome in. How y'all feeling?
Thank you, Lord. I should like a praying
Who we got? Who we got in the
See
building?
me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land, back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to
All
the
right,
only
let's
two
do
things
it.
that I need is peace.
Z Gamer in the house. What's poppin', Z
I need
Gamer?
everything that's coming from
What up,
above.
Energy?
I need
Energy in the
peace.
building.
I need love.
Hey. What up, Lucas? Yo, how we feeling? How we feeling? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Another live stream here. New York session. Welcome back. A little pre-FOMC. What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Welcome in, gang. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing well. W's. Jason C in the house. What's poppin'? Clubhouse. How we feeling? Cheers. Cheers. What's up, Gary? What's up, Yogi? Surge in the house. What up, Surge? Lacode's in the building. What up, Lacode's? What up, Danny Cash? Danny Cash. Where all the 8-figure traders at, man? Where they at? Where they at? What up, DJ Scratchers? What's good? Stephen B in the building. Okay. All right. All right. 3 ants. Okay. I see. There he is. All right. SK in the building. What up, SK? The dojo is here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Exit Strat. What's up, Drew? The captain's in the building. There's One Pit Mark making his presence known here. Kelvin in the building. What's up, Kelvin? What up, Vince? Jamil in the house. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. I got a jam-packed house over here with a bunch of amazing, awesome kids. Yeah, man. It's just, my house is full of kids. It's just full. It's full of kids. Full house, man. What a blessing. It's loud, though. Yeah. What's good? Yeah, welcome in. Good to see you guys. What's up, Teddy? What's up? What's up? Louis G in the building. There he goes. There he goes. All right. Well, good to see you guys. I think we're about ready to go here. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Clubhouse, how we feeling? Welcome in. Welcome in. What song was I playing? Peace and Love. Peace and love it. But guess what? We don't need peace. We don't need love because we already got peace, and we already got love and everything from up above. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's just say thanks for that real quick. Let's go ahead and pray, and then we'll begin our voyage here today, all right? Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for this session, for this time, the divine time that we get to spend together every day, Lord. We thank you for speaking through this microphone, for making people better than they were when they came in, Lord. We thank you for all the blessings that's taken place, all the lives that are changing, the hearts that are being impacted, the minds that are developing and renewing, and we just thank you for the presence of you, Lord. We thank you. We just give you all the glory. I pray for your people as they move in and out of this live stream today, and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and begin, my friends. What a day it's about to be. Wednesday, we got FOMC meetings ahead of us here today. We got the press conference going on as well, and should get pretty crazy. So we'll see what's going to happen for the New York session. But all in all, it's good to be here with you guys. Let's run through the news real quick. So today is the 10th. Yeah, my bad. 10th. Wednesday, the 10th day of December, moving along here in the month here, just kind of creeping through the first 2 weeks pretty quickly. We got the 10th here, as you can see, 8:30 news coming in here in about 3 seconds, so we'll let that come out. You're going to have some more news around 10:30, and then the big news is going to come really at 2:30, right here at 2:30. So we'll get the FOMC stuff coming out here at 2, and then you'll get the meeting with Mr. Powell here. It might be his last one, bro. I think it's his last one, actually. Is it? Can someone confirm that? I think I heard this is Powell's potential last meeting, so that's going to be at 2:30 today, and that's where you should be able to find some crazy volume, crazy moves coming in. And I don't know if I'll be around for that, but yeah, that's going to happen, and that should set things up for tomorrow and Friday here. So we'll see what we can come up with in the New York session, but let's do a fresh top-down analysis if you guys can. What am I about to say? I think I've said this every single day on every single live stream I don't know. I don't think I've ever not said it. What do you guys think, man? What can you do for me here today? That's right. Let's smash the like button. Let's sub to the channel, and let's get into the technicals here. I am going to stay off my live account. I took 2 losses here on this pre-live account. I don't like today's price action too much. I'm going to move over and just trade a single combine today as we look for decent trades in this choppy price action. So let's get into it. Let me just close this 1 sec. Okay, cool. Clubhouse, let me know how the music is. Talk to me about the music real quick. Music. We good? Too loud? Too low? A little loud? Okay, let's lower it a little bit. And let's begin this top-down analysis here. Yeah, let's run this. So this is gold, as always, daily time frame, and it is in a bit of a chop fest here on the lovely 10th day of December, right? So we don't really have much going on. You got support sitting here. You have resistance levels right here, and this is the daily time frame that we're looking at right now. So very, very tough, very difficult here. A lot of rejections, right? Rejections here, all these rejections coming in, and price is just very undecided today, right? So we'll see, right? I am bullish based off of the closure here, but keep in mind that we do have that resistance level sitting right here as well, which has been a problem, right? It's been a problem so far. It's been a problem here today as well, and we'll see if a daily candle can get up through there. I don't know. It's a bit choppy here. So anyways, let's drop down to the 4 hour. Let's try and get some better direction for the session in front of us. So we have a couple candles here, right? So you have a resistance that was formed, and then you had a pretty decent push down, right? We went ahead and we filled the wicks to the left. Notice how we never got down into the actual support level, but we filled the wicks, and if you look left, this level's 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit more useful, right, to look for targets at anyway. So now that we've moved down so far, we've also filled these wicks. You did get a strong bearish candle on the 4 hour, but again, keep in mind that we close right at these support levels now, right? So could we see a move down to continue into support? Absolutely. Am I bearish? Yes. Am I also open for our range 2 buys? no doubt about it, right? So let's go see what like the 1 hour looks like, because this candle can definitely make a top wick here, break the lows, and continue moving bearish, right? So I am open for that idea. I'm also open that if the 1 hour 30-15 shows us signs that maybe this won't happen, right, and that we will continue moving bullish off of these supports, then we can look to execute some potential buys here, right? But let's drop down to the 1 hour here. 1 hour is all over the place. You had a really nice resistance here. Price pushed down. We tapped into that support, and then now we're beginning to reject out of it. So again, is that support going to play a role here, not only on the 4 hour time frame, but also on the 1 hour time frame here, right? Support, rejection, and now we're beginning to move back up. So let's take a look at the 30-minute. 30-minute got a new support here as well now. So yeah, price actually does look pretty good to, I would say, continue moving bullish. Now, really want to wait for these like range 2 buys here if we're going to go against that 4 hour, right? Like we were just talking about. So let's see how we do on the 30-minute, right? If we can get maybe a celery play or some sort of a range 2 buy, I'd be open to taking those longs. If not, then I have to remain bearish, right? Just because of what the candles are providing, the information that's on the chart right now. I will look for this. This will be a priority move here. Like I'll prioritize that move right there over taking a buy right now on this candle, right? So, and the reason for that is mainly because technically the 4 hour is bearish, right? Although we can look and say, okay, well, we're coming into that range right here. It doesn't matter. Just because we're coming there doesn't mean price has to reject there, right? So last thing you want to do is get caught up in buys on the 15-minute while this candle's making a top wick and ready to drive back down. So for that reason, I'm more open to the sells at the moment. And if we do get some sort of better confirmed buys, then that's when I'll look to pull the trigger there. All right, so again, 4 hour bearish. 1 hour already broke the lows. Previous candle is bearish. The one before that closed with no top wick. We're currently in a downtrend, so I'm going to remain bearish at the moment. I'm going to look for potential sells below 24 here, and we got a beautiful wick to fill. Potentially finally come back down to that resistance and tap into that, and if not, then I'll just look for the range 2 buys above here. Yeah, that's it. That's that. We do have some rejection here as well. Let's see if this plays let's see if this area here plays a role, right? So I'm looking at this zone right here, right? And I also see it get tapped right there. So could this be the faulty zone, which is going to trick the buyers to get in and price respect these areas here, right there? Or are we going to, just continue moving bullish? Let's go see if we got any more evidence. Okay, some more evidence. Yeah. Evidence. You ever think of that word? Evidence. Like what kind of word? Yeah, so this is actually a pretty powerful zone here. So yeah, I like the range 2 buys above. So I didn't make up my own zone there. I went left and I looked. I said boom, 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 right? Boom right here. Taps to this level, right? And I'm gonna play that level here today, and I'm mainly gonna look for the sells. So sells below 42.24 here, and then buys above 42.26. But they've got to be a range 2 buy. So what I mean by that is let me just put range 2 buy. So what I mean by that is we need a bearish closure, and then we need to follow up with a bullish one, right? And then I'll take the buys. If price wants to just flip now and drive bullish, then that doesn't matter to me, right? So if we can get that, that's what I'm looking for, a nice candle closure. We look for the wick fill, we look for the range fill, and that would make perfect sense for me to go against that 4 hour candle. All right, so that's that. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. This candle's got 22:22 on the clock, and we'll wait and see how it goes. 15 minutes, got 7 minutes left on it, so I think a good 30 closure here sets us up pretty well. All right, cool. That's that. That's gold. Put the levels here. Let's clone them. And boom, beautiful wick fill coming down here all the way down into 42.19, and then obviously you got 42.34. With my eyes set on it here today as well. No top wick up here, so we're gonna need volume. We do have volume coming in right now, but I think this candle might be the setup candle. So we'll see if this thing can confirm anything for us, and then we'll possibly take trades at like 9:15. You guys know the deal. You know the deal. All right. This is what I got to deal with. Literally. This is what I got to deal with. My goodness. This is my new elite member. Me and him been working together. He hasn't blinked since we sat down for the first time. So he's locked in. But are you locked in? That's the question. Why y'all gotta do that to me, huh? Why? Turn the music down some more? Yeah, we'll do it. Alright. Alright, cool. Well, that's that, man. How's everyone doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Let's see. Range 2 buys. Yeah, so anytime, like, let's say the 4-hour candle's bearish, right? So we obviously have reasons to believe that this 4-hour candle can reject that zone, right? Based off of what you see right here. Now, we can't just come to the assumptions of like, okay, it's going to reject there. It has to reject there. We're going to call the bottom, right? So I'm going to stay bearish at the moment because what could potentially be happening here is that this previous 4-hour candle came down, right? Closed bearish, left the wick to fill. And now this guy right here could be just going like this to make a top wick just to drive down. Now what happens is right around this area here on the lower time frame, you'll have a range, right? Like we currently marked off there during the breakdown, and you'll get a nice clean bullish closure above that range, right? And then a lot of times the next candle will move up and this 4-hour candle will break the high. Just pretend it looks like this right now, right? It doesn't look bearish, it looks bullish. So you get that closure, we come up, we break the high one more time, that activates the buyers, right? If we're looking for buys on that lower time frame breakout, only to start pulling back now, right? And then flipping bearish to move with the real higher time frame move, right? Because we still have a lot of room to come all the way down to that support. So what'll happen is, and this used to happen to me, is I would get faked out on the lower time frames, and where I would be taking a buy would be like right here. So I would realize, okay, look, I'm taking a buy going against where the bigger move is trying to get to, the higher time frame move. So I got caught in a fake out on the 15, and that fake out was just really the 4-hour creating a top wick to move down. So with all that being said, if we are going to take the buys, right, when price does move up here, we want more of like a break and a retest, something that puts like an extra confirmation on the fact that we will trade now, or we will begin to trade above this zone here, right? And that's it. That's it. So that's what the range 2 is designed for. I'm sure there's a lot of buyers in this move right now, and now we're going to sit tight, wait for these sells, and then potentially catch that wick fill and catch the move that the 4-hour candle is trying to get done. Yeah, makes sense. Any questions? Any questions? See how the 4 hours coming back down now? So that's why we're mainly looking for sells. Am I streaming FOMC? No, I'm not. No. Yo, don't throw another guy at me now. Oh, what's that? Clubhouse, how you guys doing? You guys got jokes today, eh? Remember what happens when you played with them jokes? Yerp. What up, Dan? How you doing, man? Clubhouse got jokes. Got the jokesters. That's Lacotes. Yeah. OGH, how we feeling, man? How we doing? How we doing? We're gonna get a 15 closure here in about a minute as well. So I think today's looking more like 9 o'clock, 9:15. What do you think, Stephen B? Don't be looking at me like that, bro. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, okay. I thought you wanted to fight. I thought you wanted to rob me or something. Got the hoodie on, glasses on. Got activated for buys. That's okay. That's all right. like I said, it doesn't have to, right? Doesn't have to respect the level, but I just have to respect the idea of it, you know, the probability of it. That's all I'm here to do, is respect probabilities, really. Hey, big love from Dubai. Let's go. Let's run it up. 2026 going to be an amazing year. We got so many good plans for the clubhouse. We got so many meetups that we're looking to do as well. So we got a lot in front of us here. Yeah, so basically, if I am going to take these buys here, it would have to be a break and retest, right? So I don't mind missing this move here, letting price come back down, and do some sort of break and retest later. For now, I have a second confirmed like break and retest after that 4 hour breaks the highs. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Dubai. How do you best identify potential fake outs? That's really the best way to identify potential fake outs, is if price is starting to look really good going against the 4 hour, a lot of times, like that example that I just drew up, is going to be one of the best ways to spot a fake out, by staying away from going against the 4 hour candle. Yeah, because these sells, if let's say you close below, that lines up way more with the 4 hour candle than these buys right here. Where'd my chat go? See, Melly, how we doing? Yeah, by the way, clean shorts in pre-New York. That move down was pretty nice here. Looks like you got all the way down to 42.20. Yeah, nice little sells in the break of the low. See that the excuse me, the position taken in pre-New York goes way better with the actual 4 hour candle today, right? The one that was in the clubhouse, this one on the break of the low, that makes way more sense with where the 4 hour currently is, and you know what the bias is on it. So that, in my opinion, that's the better position here than the buyer, you know, the buy here. Sells below level on the 15 looks choppy. Yeah, it more so like a wick fill. I mean, it looks the same as the buys above. It's got the same exact stuff going on. You got a clean range, you got a clean range, you got a wick to fill, you got a wick to fill, you got a nice little rejection, nice little rejection. So they both have the same up and down, both looks pretty much the same. What's up, Kerry? Kerry Forex in the house. How you guys doing? Johnny Gems. The 4 hour candle mess. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Asian session trade. Yes, so Asian was right here. So we took sells. Took sells right here on this candle. Wanted to see 42.39. Yeah, so basically entered right here. Let me draw it out here. So pretty much the sell looked like this. So stops are kept above the highs here. Entry was on this candle right here on the 30-minute time frame. We moved down, broke the lows. That was pretty much break even. I didn't go break even on my account. I just wanted to let it run, see if we can get down towards like 39, and then we popped up, got stopped out by like 7 pips, I think, and then price just melted. Yeah, just melted. So yeah, that was the trade that we took in the Asian session last night. Pretty good trade though. I like that trade. I thought it was pretty good. We broke the lows too, which was nice. So I was really expecting us to get a nice clean push straight into like 39 there. But price just held up, came up, just randomly came back up to 47 and then just dropped. So I was anticipating too that we've already had the move. This wick was already formed too. So before we ever got in the trade, you had the resistance formed here, right? You had these candles closed. Then we had this guy come down, make a lower wick, right? Come all the way up here, make a top wick. And then we got activated, boom, on the break of the low. Price moved down pretty nicely. We filled the wick. Actually broke the low too, and then just struggled there. Just struggled. Next candle came up. Boom, tapped me out. Yep, then just bop, came right back down. And down goes Frazier. Yeah, so that was basically the trade in Asian last night. Good trade though. Good loss. Good loss in my opinion. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Oh, you stayed in? Oh, yeah. I only got stopped out by like 7, 8 pips or something. Yeah, but, you know, when you're breaking through these highs, I mean, there's only so many other logical places you could probably place a stop loss. So, yeah, mine were sitting like right above there and just got tapped out. Got tapped out. What windows do I like to trade Asian between like 8 p.m. Eastern and 10 p.m. Yeah, sometimes you will get some decent moves like after 10 p.m. Which are nice too, but usually like that's the window, 8 to 10. Yeah, I think most traders in the clubhouse went break even, which is understandable. And I did say like, hey, let's go, you know, if you want, go break even here as you break through that wick. I just wanted to give it a little bit of more like room to breathe if it needed to, and yeah, it needed to breathe a little bit. Yeah, it needed just a little bit more room to breathe, like that much more. Nice, good job. Yeah, good job. Yeah, easy L. You want to take L's that look like that, you know. You want to take L's that look good. Most took L's. Yeah, most probably just followed what I did. Yep. So the management is tough, you know, because we can't click those buttons for you. So sometimes it's like, okay, you can go break even here. It's logically right to do that, but that's on you to do it or to hold. You know, if you're going to hold, you got to, you know, be ready to get stopped out still. Keep your trade open. But if you're going to close, but don't be mad if we run all the way down. You know, I mean, there's so many ways to manage it. So some got B's, some took L's, some took W's. What up, Green? Mr. Green? I would assume chat mainly follows what I do. So if that's the case, then most then took a loss for sure. Is Top Step? No, this is a combine. Yeah, I'm not trading my live account. I'm down a G on this, so I'm not touching this today. I'm not touching all my other combines. I don't like any of the price action today, so if I do take a move, it's going to be on one single combine here. Hey, agree. Hey, Louis G, how are you, buddy? Johnny Jen's in the house.
Yo, what's good, brother?
What's poppin'?
How you doing?
Happy
Happy Wednesday, bro.
Yee. Wednesday, FOMC day. Nasty daily time frame.
Fast.
Yee.
Gotta be careful today.
Gotta
bro,
be careful. Yeah, but
sure.
you know that all we're looking to do is pick apart a 30-minute candle, right? But again, very, very choppy here. Very choppy.
Yeah.
4 hour not bad though today, surprisingly.
Yup. Just like every session, patience and discipline. You know, another day for patience and discipline here. To the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. What's up, chat? How y'all doing?
Chat.
New York session, baby.
Let me get Johnny Gems up here.
Yeah, Nick, you feeling good, bro?
Excellent, brother. Excellent.
Awesome.
Got a house full of blessings, so how could I not?
Amen, bro. For real.
Lot
Same here,
of work, but you know, AKA blessing. Yeah. I
blessing.
removed. Anytime I say work, anytime I say blessing, I really mean work. You know, but it's the work is a blessing. You know, it's blessed to be able to do this work.
Blessing to do it. Yup. Yes, sir.
Yay.
That's a W, bro.
Yeah, maybe FOMC shakes us out of the daily range. That'd be great.
Yeah, we got pre-FOMC here.
Yep. Well, do you wait for range to break out when going with the trend? No, not like with the 4 hour. So the way I see like trend is I kind of see like the 4 hour. So right now, like the 4 hours, you know, starting to, you know, continuing to move down. And if this 4 hour candle closes bullish, I will pretty much change my bias now, right? To more so looking bullish for stuff. But yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
But we tapped that zone perfectly that we were looking for. So might have needed to give this little candle here a top wick, right? Before, I don't know, potentially moving down maybe. We'll see. I'm open for the break and retest above here. If price does want to remain above like 26 now, I do like the idea of maybe not the shorts so much. Just depends on how it looks when it happens. But a nice like break and retest down here, even a closure back into that range, and then a nice little fake out. So something like this around 9:30 would be ideal for me.
I like those. Both trades look good.
Yeah, if we get signs of like rejection that we look for, like fade opportunities, inverted celery opportunities, kind of like we had down here, then you know maybe we could pull the trigger on the sells. But we'll just really see where price is at around like 9:15. So we got like one or two more 15-minute candles. Does the 4 hour want to keep moving bullish, or do we want to finally make a nice drop here? We'll see. Bro, that haircut got you looking like a totally different guy, man.
Doesn't? I cut my hair a little bit shorter than usual.
Okay,
so
okay.
maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Hopefully different in a good way, you know.
Looking good, looking like an 8-figure trader.
Let's go. That's all that I want to look like. So as long as I look like an 8-figure trader, we're looking good.
15-minute fade. Potentially, yeah, potentially. I want to see this candle close with a decent bullish body on it. I don't want to see a doji here. I want to see a good, like, if we can close up here at like 31, that'd be great.
Yo, what's up, Green? Yeah, bro. Sorry, bro. I gotta keep the lights off right now, though.
It's morning time. It's morning time.
It's morning time, bro. It's peaceful, and I don't want light shine in my face.
There you go. That's the 8-figure Zen day trader right there.
Yeah, I'm already looking through lights right now, bro. Literally.
James Bond. It's that boy right there, James Bond.
Yes, sir, Tally. I am. Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, appreciate that, SimZ. Yeah, lovely sells there. If you guys caught that in pre-NY, nice job. 15 to 20 pips is all we need. You know, we focus on compounding that now.
Yeah.
Here in New York session.
JMAG, yeah. I mean, it just depends on the actual setup when it gets here. Because if you have all this clean range, right here, and you know, price moves up very nicely, we get a really good fade. I mean, that could be an A+ setup, right? So We'll see. It just really depends. Just because the day is choppy doesn't necessarily mean our trade will be. But just knowing what I know of the 4 hour and the daily, you're choppy like that, you won't really get much, right? So look at all day. We haven't really got much, right? We just had that big move down in Asian, and then literally just been chopping here on the daily. So yeah, I mean, as long as we're trading in our high volume times, we should be good to go.
Yeah, it's higher time frame candles are tough right now, in tough spots, tough areas. Yeah, green, you too, bro, right? Exactly.
Yeah, good sales in pre-New York too. Those are clean.
Yeah, facts. That was really the best we were gonna get, you know?
Yeah. What did you do? Partials somewhere around here?
Yeah, right there in that exact spot.
22?
Yup. So it took the
2222?
sell in the took the sell in the inverted celery, closed partials at that vantage point. That was it.
Yeah, that was good. Right there, right?
W exit for real.
Yeah, that was clean. So again, this trade goes perfectly with the way the 4 hour candle was looking, right? So when we're getting our bias off that 4 hour candle, you really you don't care for these longs too much. If they're there and whatnot, you can take them. But mainly you're waiting on that resistance to form, that 4 hour top wick, and then continuing down with price here.
Yep.
So this would be more of the playbook style position today, probably over like the buy or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely wasn't interested in the buys up. It was a nice push up, but like you said, with the 4 hour being bearish, didn't really care to be in those buys.
Yeah. All right, well, we
Yeah,
got
that
new
area.
candles here.
Yeah.
We got a new 1 hour candle, we got a new 30-minute candle, we got a 15 resistance. So we're gonna have to see here if the 1 hour candle needs a lower wick, right? So if we can come down, make that lower wick, attempt to fill some of this wick here, then we could potentially have a sell stop looking at this 15-minute resistance. If not, then probably you need to wait on a 30 resistance here that you get a confirmed confirmed bearish candle looking like that, and then the sells look pretty good at that point. So we'll see. With the daily is bullish, but the 4 hour is bearish. What is the most important one to follow? I like to follow the 4 hour candle at that point, because you just tighten up your bias a little bit. The daily still has like 10 hours on it, maybe 11 hours. The 4 hour though has an hour, right? Or 1 hour right now. So we can start to anticipate where will that 4 hour take us, right? In that 1 hour candle. Do we want to push up, or have we already tapped a 4 hour target that maybe we would reject, right? So those are the kind of things you want to consider. So I personally I prioritize the 4 hour bias over the daily bias, but I still do keep that daily in my mind, knowing where it's at.
Facts, bro. Yeah, for real. Instead of marrying the daily, we like to build the daily based off the 4 hour candle,
Yep.
And doesn't it make sense that each session is about 4 hours anyways, right? So if we're looking for a move for the session, it just makes sense to look for the bias based on the 4 hour chart, right? Which is the amount of time which we will be trading that session. So I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yep.
And then again, you said you can build the daily candle down even better now, breaking it down 4 hour with each 4 hour candle. So
Yep. Okay, let's see if that's going to be the lower wick now for this candle. If we can pop a little bit on that 30-minute candle here, a little bit more, and then get a confirmed bearish closure, that's going to be good. Did we break? Yeah, we did break the low on the 15 too. Quick push. We're getting a lot of quick pushes too. Boom, right out the gate.
right.
What up, Raffy? How you doing?
Raffy. Morning, brother.
What's poppin'?
Yo, facts, it is hump day.
Hump
Wednesday.
day?
It's Wednesday, bro. It's that hump of the week.
What up,
Yo, I heard it
Pablo?
was-
Good to see you, man.
Let's go, Pablo. Yo, I heard it was DJ Scratch's birthday. Yo,
Whoa.
happy birthday, bro.
Let's get it.
Glad we got them birthday pips, bro, for you. Love you.
I'm grateful for DJ Scratchers, man. It's my dog.
Same, bro. Same. Super grateful. Yeah, bro. Hope you have a good day, man.
Hope you always have a good day, bro.
Yeah, of course. Make me sound bad. Hope you have a good day, bro. I hope you always have a good day, bro.
Not just on your birthday like Johnny
Yeah.
Gems, but I hope you have a good day every day, every day.
Like, damn, me too, bro. Shit. Snap.
Just kidding, just kidding.
Yeah.
You know the only reason we get old is because we actually celebrate birthdays, right? Oh, snap. Let's not even do it. Let's not even do it.
Bro. It's not the spiritual talking.
Oh, man.
Nah, you're right,
The
though.
birthday's killing you. Sheesh.
Birthday, more like potential booster. I don't know. Remember, Chad, it's not how old are you, it's how young are you. 20 years younger.
Don't even look at the age no more? Yeah, there you go. Age is a scam.
That's honestly true. Like, that's a life hack and that's like a glitch.
It really
Don't
is.
even look at age, bro. You really don't have to, bro. Like, that's cap.
Yep.
Like the year, like even the year itself, like who's to say that that's a year?
I
you
love
know?
the alien
Like, it's
thing.
just time, bro.
We made up time.
Exactly.
We made time up, and we're running out of it. So guess what? We could just make more of it. No.
No, literally though.
Yo, all right, you guys have to go follow those two blue alien guys. Check those guys out. They're freaking hilarious. They're like, I heard humans made up something called time. Yeah, and they're all complaining about it. They're all running out of it. And it's like, if you made time, why don't you just make some more time? Like, these guys are hilarious, bro.
Just make some more.
Just make some more.
Their
Just
laugh-
make some more.
Their laugh is hilarious. It's funny, but it's actually very true, you know. So like anyone thinking in terms of age, you know, just that's like you're just holding a limit, like an invisible like cap on you, you know, a limit on you.
It's all
So I
make
just wouldn't
believe.
do that. Yeah, you don't want any limits, you know, to your potential. So don't let anything limit you, especially like age.
Especially Lululemon fitness wear. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't jump in those cells. Yeah, patience here. Patience. Patience. This is what we want to see. We want to see a bit of a like an attempt to fill that wick there. 18 years. There you go. There you go. Hey, whatever you think is your reality. Remember, your perceived reality is much more real than the actual reality itself. Someone ever come up to you, go, how old are you? I go, I don't know. How old do you think I am? 27. What? Wow. What a great guess. Yeah, that's how old I am. Boom.
Yeah.
Perceived reality.
Yep. It's crazy how many people too I know that like made excuses or like didn't do certain things, like didn't take advantage of opportunities because of their age, right? They use their age as like an excuse to not do something amazing with their life, and I'm just like, why do that, right? It's just an invisible limit on
They're
you.
too
That
old
doesn't have to
or
be
too
there.
young
Exactly, bro.
or too up or too down.
Meanwhile, it's like, what does that even mean? You're just existing, right? Like, so yeah, it never made sense. Don't let that be you, chat.
Kingman trying to break in my office right now. It ain't gonna happen,
Oh.
Kingman. Door's locked.
Bro, always trying to break in.
You guys hear him or not?
No.
Okay, my turn. Yeah, those guys are hilarious. My stomach hurts, and I'm a human. I eat all the worst things possible, but I'll take some more. Yo, so funny, dude.
It's like, I wonder why your stomach hurts. I wonder what's the cause to that effect.
Do I like the wick fill? The wick fill, I personally, I don't really like these buys at all. You have a resistance here. You close bearish. You got no top wick here. So not really. 4 hours still bearish. What a grab of the lows there, though, huh?
This is not pretty for me. This is not pretty for the buys, in my opinion.
That boy Kingman upset. Upset.
Bro just wants to trade. I'd be upset too, bro, if I couldn't trade, honestly.
If there's no buy, can we take a sell? So that it's just not how trading works, you know. Like, it's not okay if we don't like the buys. It just doesn't mean you could just take a sell, you know. It doesn't work like that. So you need to wait for like your bias, your playbook setups, right? Your opportunities, the volume. There's a lot of things that have to come into play to make a good A+ setup. You know what I mean? It's not as easy as, okay, we don't like the buy, so let's just sell, right? It doesn't work that way.
Right. That would be more of gambling, you know? You're basically, because at the end of the day, like 50% chance it moves up and down, so you're basically kind of taking a gamble, you know? With like, just kind of count on luck to hopefully that the sells work out, right? But there's no real logic to that.
Yeah. It's the same thing too, like if a candle closed with no top wick, like, dude, it would be so easy if we just knew, okay, candle closed with no top wick, let's sell, right? It doesn't work like that. You still need things to line up and come into play and come into fruition for you to step into the market and execute. And it's not a lot of things, right? It's just a handful, you know, 3 or 4 good quality confluences and confirmations, but you know, you can't just do it off of one, really.
Whatever. If you want to do that, man, just go to the casino, really, you know? That's
just pull the lever.
Yeah. Because that's basically what you're doing, bro. Yeah. And remember, there's two types of people in the trading, right? One who owns a casino and one who plays at the casino. So how can you separate yourselves? Well, you develop a trading edge that gives you a statistical advantage on the markets, right? And then you just follow that every day. And then if you could do that, then you'll become the owner of the casino and not the player, right? Like those who take just random trades.
Yep. Yeah. You got to be calculated. You know, in order to have a good win rate, a good, consistent, profitable business, you have to be very calculated with the decisions that you make here.
Right. It's like, yes, I'm not going to take the buys because of this and that, but I'm also not going to take the sells because of what the randomness of the markets, right? Like even though the buys don't look good, they could still push up like they're doing now. Yeah. Took the sells, was not valid, took a loss there. No worries, man. No worry. At least you went with the 4-hour candle, right? Like it was a good idea, but did you hear why I didn't want to take the sells yet? So like go back and listen to why in real time, like in the moment, why I didn't want to take those sells. And why I wanted to avoid those for a little bit, and then look at that. It plays out perfect, like the grab right there, and then the move up, you know, for that 1-hour candle. So we need something a little bit better confirmed than this guy. This one is very obvious too, that resistance. Yeah. Prop firm casino, baby. People playing on Hopamine. Hey, I like that. I never heard that one before. Hopamine.
That's pretty good.
Like that.
Yeah, that's fine, Nav. That's fine, bro. No biggie. On to the next trade. Has range 2 been formed already? So that's one thing I look at here on the 30-minute. But like, again, with the 4-hour being bearish, look how tough the 1 hour really makes that buy position. We're talking about this one right here, because this would have been the range 2 move. So yes and no, right? Like you have all this chop on the 15. You also have on the 30-minute not that resistance here. But if we look left, this resistance right here looks to be more of the one that would be valid, right? So you have this, you have here, you have here, you have here, right? So you have a lot of resistance or support sitting right at that level. So with this candle not clearly closing above it, then it's not the worst thing in the world to let that go, right? Especially with the 4-hour being bearish, the 1 hour looking the way the 1 hour did, which I'll show you right now. Like that, right? Very tough, big rejection, bearish closure. The only thing that really looked good was maybe like that 30-minute nice clean closure. But again, a lot of other signs here that say, hey, you know, be careful here. So that's why I don't mind missing this move just because my plan is always to kind of flow with that 4-hour the best I can. So this kind of like broke away from the 4-hour and just did, you know, pushed up against where it wanted to go. And that's fine. You know, I don't mind missing opportunities like that. Could always catch break retest or fades and things like that too, coming back down. But the 1 hour made this extremely difficult to go long here, right? Especially after you broke the 1 hour lows and now this candle just randomly popped up. But if anyone did take like this buy, I think I would probably like approve of it, right? The fact that, okay, it looks good, especially if you were looking at this range right here, it doesn't look the worst, right? It looks very good here. And you can say that's like a range 2. Yeah. So it's not the worst trade in the world, but there's also reasons to stay out as well.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at that 15-minute too, like real quick. Like look at what all those wick rejections are. A lot of resistances.
The 15 was really, yeah, that was really where it's very messy.
Exactly. So not the best price action for you. We know there's much better.
Yep. Okay, 9:15. So we see now. We see. So remember in Asian last night or yeah, was it last night? So we got into New York session, right? We got into a sell. We went a little bit in profit. Price popped up and then created the official resistance up here, right, where more volume was coming in. So that could potentially be an opportunity for us as well. This candle would be your 9:15 candle that we're sitting at right now, and then this one would be your 9:30 candle. So I'm open for that idea. $30 or $15 top wick was a big which one, brother? Which one? The reason we didn't take it is because all the other time frames were still pretty bullish, like the 30-minute and the 1 hour and all that. So what I would have wanted to see for this sell right here, this one that we're talking about, is potentially like this candle to wick up a little bit, attempt to fill the wick and then come down. And ideally, if the low is sitting here, that's going to be where I don't really like to, I won't take it on that next break of the low. So once this drove down, came back up, like I wouldn't take that now again on the break of the low. But like if that candle looks something like this before, like as we moved up with like a small wick, right, and it started breaking up, that's where I would now say, okay, all the buyers are in, we're attempting to fill that wick, let's have a sell stop on the break of that low now. But you don't want to do that when that candle looks like this, where the low is all the way down here. You don't really want to execute on that low. You want it to look more like that, right? So that way you have a nice clean entry once that candle flips bearish. Okay, let's see if we reject. 15-minute resistance would be clean here. Very clean, actually.
Agreed. Definitely ain't trying to buy.
Nah, no buys for me right now. So let's see if we can close below here, below 42, 43, 42, 32. Yeah, it looks good. By the way, none of it actually looks so good.
It really does.
Right?
Bro.
So for today's condition, it looks good, but it doesn't actually look good, right? If I'm gonna be honest and real, like as a professional, this market condition's trash right now.
For
so,
real.
but for what we got with 930, I think we can come down and fill that wick here. Plus, we get a little break and retest of that zone, you know?
Yeah. And maybe some people are like, why does it look so trash? Bro, because there's so many wick rejections. There's so many random support and resistances in the middle of ranges. You know, that's pretty much why. It's a lot of chop.
You know how it is, guys.
You
know, remember college, right? You'd be like 10 drinks deep. All of a sudden, everything looks great. All right, that's how it is here today. If you didn't drink any though that night, nothing would be looking that good. So,
yeah, right. That
Louis G has no idea what I'm talking about. By the way, no idea.
C-Risk is cool for today.
Yeah, BC. 2's looking like 8s.
Let's see this position first.
Yeah.
We'll judge that based on how this candle closes.
Yogi. You got the beer goggles on? The filter? I would be single without that last drink. Oh, man. He said that was every weekend. Yeah. Quality, baby, quality. Let's see. Is anybody trading later today? Trading FOMC later?
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not trading. Yeah, we could range. Yeah, we could range and just hang out and just range here too.
Are you trading, Nick, or no?
No. Not a chance. I already took two losses in Asian. And, like, nah.
Yeah, facts. I feel you, bro. Just stop the bleeding.
No siree.
I don't really like trading FOMC, to be honest.
It's alright.
I honestly just don't like Powell.
I think I might have really hit big on like 4 FOMCs out of my entire life, so it's not like we're missing too much.
So I hang it up. Yeah. I'll come back for Asian. I'm cool with that. FOMC, no. Asian, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I took 2 losses in Asian. 2 really good trades. One on stream, one off of stream, and neither of them worked. I went in profits on both trades, but none of them had any follow through to it. So.
Oh wow, what was the second trade?
The second trade was. Where was that first one? First trade. Hold on.
Right there, yeah, that was the first trade.
Yeah, first trade here. Yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah, right here. Break the lows, try and get that continued push after resistance was formed, and then boom, came right back up, broke the highs.
Damn. And did on the next candles.
And then drove down.
I know.
So this is what my night.
Yeah,
exactly. And this is the probability of the way of trading, right? I mean, this was my night, right? Sells here, right? Stops up here, right there. goes into profit. I'm sorry, the sells are right here, right? Goes into profit. Price comes back up, stops me out by about 7 pips. Boom. Price starts melting. Drives all the way through, hits full TP. We had, I think TP was sitting somewhere like right here. Hit full TP, right? I wait, I chill out for a few. I let price kind of move down, kind of come back, create resistance, right? New entry, and then stops above here, and then boom. And then what do you know? Price drives right down. So that was what my night consisted of pretty much last night.
Right.
So
Random outcomes,
two very fun losses. Very fun. Very, very fun, I must admit.
Yeah.
Yes, very good, very good. So yeah, so therefore, no, I'm not trading FOMC.
Yeah, no, I like it.
But
That's part of being a professional too. You don't know when to like just call it a day or call it a session after a couple losses, right?
exactly. Like I wanted this
I re-
candle right there to fill this one to be right here to fill that wick, you know? That was what I
Yeah.
was looking for.
Yeah, Chad, that's a professional move right there, right? That's one of like the top secrets to professional, successful trading, whatever, is knowing when to call it a day after a couple losses, you know? Because we understand that we can come back from a red day, right? But we may not come back from revenge trading. So, you know,
Yep.
you got a red day, it's all good. You could still come back from that. The key is to just stop the bleeding and just stop trading, come back a different day and, you know, trade your edge. Because you can
Yeah,
come
exactly.
come back from that. But revenge trading, that's tough to come back from.
That is. And then you start getting all scared of the markets, you know, because of your own silly mistakes.
Peter Talkman said, you know, that's one of the keys to his successful trading is he would trade, and if he took like 2 or 3 losses in a row, he'd shut the machine off and call it a day,
Yeah.
like because he understands what we're talking about. He's the pro.
Yep. Did I have trouble sleeping last night? Yeah. My goodness, I couldn't get a lick of sleep last night. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Man, my head hit that pillow and I was gone. Gone.
Same, bro.
Not exactly sure where I went, but I was out.
That's what I was trying to figure out too, bro.
I was listening to Neville. Money comes back to you. It returns. It is recycled. It goes in and comes out. And I was like, you know, I was just smiling in my sleep.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
All the money that goes out brings back 10x and comes in. I'm like, oh, nice. Oh, okay. So those losses are good things then.
Bro, yeah. Nah, it's crazy though too, because I thought like I just ran into a glitch yesterday. Like I might sound crazy saying this, but like I took like a 20 or 30 minute nap, and I woke up. I'm like, whoa, what just happened? Like I feel like I don't
Where am I?
remember anything.
Where am I?
Like, did I just like where did I go? Like, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That always happens if you take a nap in the day, you woke up, you don't even know like where you're at.
Right? Yeah, it was during the day too, so low on sleep as well. So that could have been why.
Hey, how many of my 9 to 5 guys out there? Any of you guys take the lunch session nap? Anyone? Man, I remember taking that nap. Yeah, obviously it's in the car, you know. You recline the thing. You put your arm up here, right? And then all of a sudden you wake up, you're like, oh, you can't even move your arm. You're like, what the hell? All of a sudden your arm, like, you literally have nothing, and you're like, what? Is my arm okay? Oh, yeah, no, that's scary moments, man. Scary moments. Am I going to be able to return back to work today? You know, it's like all this crazy stuff starts going through your mind. Anyone? Yeah, I'm done,
Bruh.
man.
I'm
I'm
glad
like,
that's never happened to me.
You got to grab your arm with your other arm. Like, what? What
The
just
arm fell
happened?
asleep.
In the middle of a pizzeria parking lot. Like, what? Where am I? What am I doing here?
Right? That's the question I asked, bro. What am I doing here?
What the heck's going on? You shouldn't look like this in your car at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There's people counting on you back at the office.
When you got 2 minutes left till you got to clock back in.
Your little alarm clock goes off that you set like in the car, knowing you only got a minute and a half to run straight back into work and act like you like just
Yeah, man.
are a complete professional.
Trash.
Oh, I remember those days, man. I remember. You got the plate of pizza still on your lap. Like, I didn't even put this in the bag yet. My goodness.
Damn, bro. Just stacking unhealthy habits.
Just stacking.
That's terrible, man.
You got your boss, you know, hitting you with the clearing his throat thing when you come back in because you were like 30 seconds late.
Right, bro?
You got a customer sitting at your desk. It's worst. You're still trying to get your arm back alive. You're like, what the hell's going on here?
Right? I can never understand like lunch breaks. I feel like my appetite would be chopped. Like I would have no appetite if I had to work. Like if I had to do some work or go into work, like I probably wouldn't necessarily have an appetite. But I guess it depends what you do. So
Dudes be talking about, yo, you trying to go out and get lunch? Like we all get Chinese food, like the whole staff. Like now no one can move.
right, I don't like the idea of feeling like full and then like having to do work. Like
Never.
bro, I'm trying to full up and just do nothing.
Take a nice little walk.
Yeah, bro.
Not sit there talking to Barbara about her leasing options for the next 12 to 15 months.
Seriously. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy.
Goldie. All right, we got 48 seconds here on a closure. Wow, what a move down here. What a move on the 15. We a bit overextended, maybe. Kingman, we're trying, brother. The price action's horrible over here, man. We're trying, G.
Kingman, just tell him to
the price action's so bad, Kingman's crying right now.
Kingman, let him know, bro. Like, come back tomorrow or something.
Wow, strong boy. Okay. The kid makes it happen. The kid finds a way to win. How'd you get in here, man?
It's a winner, bro.
Wow. How do you always find a way to win? Huh?
Chat.
Oh, that's a bummer. But not necessarily. So, yeah, we'll see. There's nothing here for me. Close right at support. Nada, my boy. I'm sorry.
That's good. I'd rather do nothing. People are out here chasing trades. Meanwhile, Kingston's just trying to get into the office.
Man found a way to unlock the door and push something over to the side. How'd you do that, bro? You think it's funny, huh? He thinks it's funny. How old is this baby? I don't even know. How old are you, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah.
Yeah? He's yeah. I said, how old are you? You say yeah. So whatever age that is.
He's like, bro, I'm existing. Yeah. How old am I? More like, am I existing? Yeah.
What is it? Cup of water? Oh, that's what he's saying. He's saying like he's not a baby. Like there's another baby here now. Like he's not the baby anymore, right? Because now we got Axel here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so he's no longer the baby. You ain't a baby anyway, right?
Yeah.
Young boy, growing to be a man.
Sure.
You see Uncle John up there? Say hi. Say hello.
What up, Kingston?
You gotta look that way in the camera. Say hi to the camera. Say cheese.
Cheese. Kingston. Young King.
I gotta push everything to the side.
Yeah, let me trade, bro.
Wow, look at 930. Pop down, activate sellers, flies up. Crazy.
Yeah.
Kingman. We're gonna try and get the whole fam to London. It may or may not work. I might be coming on a solo mission. I might be bringing the family. We're not sure yet. But we are coming to London in May. The whole TT squad's pulling up. Should be pretty fun. We're gonna start planning everything over the next like 2 or 3 weeks and get exact dates and all that.
Let's get it. Yeah, I need to know too. I gotta make some plans here.
Yep. But we are shooting for May. Yeah, right around May. Mid-May, late May. You know, we have a friend who has a wedding in May, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't care. I'm still going to London.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. What date is that? Do you
Dude,
know?
I don't know, bro. Honestly, I gotta find
Let me
out sometime.
let me
man.
think. My brother, one of my brother's friends' wedding or TT meetup in London. See ya.
For sure.
Hey,
bro.
sorry, man. Really appreciate the invite, but sorry I'm not gonna be able to make it. I hope this gift right here will make up for my absence. You know, we can always make it up. That's all they want
Okay.
anyway. We want to invite you, but we want the money, right? We need the gift. They're like, here, take this gift. It'll do here. Dang, that's kind of unfortunate too, because like, yeah, 35 pip top wick. This is if that would have closed below, I would be interested, but I'm not really interested in this. Very tough here today. Appreciate you. Yeah, thanks for the offer to be the best man, but not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Wishing everyone a blessed day. Yeah, wishing you a blessed day, my friend. Tell bro reschedule the wedding. He's got like this guy's got like 220 people going to this wedding. It's like, who do you know? Who?
Crazy.
I'm inviting family. Like, how much family do you have, dude? My goodness.
Right,
What are you, a part of like an ancient civilization?
Like for what, bro?
220 people in your family?
Like why we doing all that?
Q, my goodness, bro. What are you, the president?
Right? Yeah, I don't know, Nick. I gotta see when that is.
Yeah. Do I have a off day from trading? Not really. I show up Monday through Friday, look for trades. For the most part, I trade every day. I think we've traded every New York session for like the last 2 months until really like last week. We've just had a couple no trade days here in a row. Did we take a trade yesterday in New York? Can't remember.
I don't think so.
Not the day before. I think the day before we took the trade.
The day before.
Yeah, yesterday was a no trade day too. This may very well be a no trade day here for me as well. We'll see. I don't even have one friend. You're gonna get married. He's like, I don't even know who to invite. Let's just go to the courthouse, honey, because I got no friends. 900 at yours? My goodness. My goodness. Zoom, you guys can still see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
Wow,
I'm just doing
900.
something right now.
900, that's got to be a wedding in like India. Got to be. I remember I went to a friend of mine, his sister's wedding. Holy. You talk about, I mean, these people, they probably had at least like 600 to 700 people at this wedding. It was insane. Not a lick of alcohol. Not one bottle of alcohol. I loved it. I was like, man, this is awesome. And these guys were going crazy too. Like they were partying.
Yeah, right.
Been to weddings with 1,100. Wow. Wow. Daughter's father pays you. Very good, honey. No, I have not heard about Balkan weddings. Nope. I could only imagine. Wow, 1,100 in your wedding? That's crazy. A lot of friends. What a blessing. What a blessing it is to know 1,100 people to invite to a wedding.
Right? That's crazy.
Sheesh. Wow.
Yeah, people really like take those weddings serious, you know?
Goldie up and down today. And no seat on the bus for me.
That is all good.
Look at that 4 hour now. Holy. Oh, man. Crazy. 4 hour right back down. Tell you, this 4 hours is gonna be tough. It might actually close up celery play here.
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you fit 1,100 people? Yeah,
Yeah.
would you get married at Madison Square Garden?
Someone said they had 350 and they only knew like 15.
Sheesh. Are we gonna get a straight bleeder
All right,
here?
hello everyone. Well, thanks for coming to my wedding. I know like none of you guys, but thank you guys for being here.
Hey, we're about to melt. This is gonna melt. I'm probably gonna fill that wick too.
All right, I'm selling now, bro. Screw
What
this
a
thing.
move! What a move at 9:30. Yeah, this will probably come down towards like 15 now.
All right,
One
say
more
less, bro.
break and
Selling
it's
now.
gone.
Order filled. You know, screw this patience, bro.
Whenever I want to take a trade, I always ask a few dudes. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart, actually. I do that all the time.
I like that. Yeah, I like to say too, like, is this trade worth the loss? Like, most people are always thinking about, like, all right, how much am I gonna win? You know, how many pips am I gonna get? Everyone's thinking about what they're gonna get, but I'm gonna think, all right, is this trade even worth losing on? And by doing that, it makes me, second guess myself and the trades I execute on, like, oh wait, nah, this trade is definitely not worth the loss. Yeah, I'm not executing on this. I'm much rather cool with it leaving and going into profits and missing that versus getting in and taking the loss on it.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
based on just was it worth the loss, Because every trade can work out, right? Like every trade could work out and make you money, but can it consistently do that is the key.
Yeah, and that's why if you look at our months, we're pretty green most of the month. Like, very rarely do we run into months where we accumulate a bunch of losses, and that's has a lot to do with us being very picky and us not jumping at anything unless we officially drew that up first and we're waiting on that to fall into our lap. So if you guys notice, all the trades you see me take, they were drawn up first. 15, 20, 30, 45, an hour, 2 hours before the trade ever played out, and I just wait for it, and I just let it come right into my lap. So that's how you stay green, remain green, and create yourself a profitable business. But if you're jumping at everything, you're giving the market more opportunities to beat you up.
Literally. Yep.
Yeah.
And we always say it too, like you got to be aware that less is more in this game, right? Like you're not going to necessarily get paid more for taking more trades, right? You'll actually get paid more for taking less trades and more quality trades. So, obviously people think like, all right, to get paid more, I got to do more, but not here in trading, right? You actually get paid more by doing less. So, it's important to be aware of it.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta respect it. Gotta respect the playbook, the professionalism. If you don't respect the market, it's like a motorcycle. My dad told me when I got my motorcycle, he'd say, respect this thing, Don't disrespect it, right? So you gotta respect your playbook. How many years have I been
Sure.
profitable? I don't know. I lost count. 4 maybe? Four? I don't know. Waiting for closures? Yeah, I don't know. It's this, like I said earlier, this whole game is chopped up here today. So we got no direction. We're back in a choppy range. I think a lot of you guys want to trade today. I feel it. I'm encouraging you to take a deep breath and chill out. Chill out. I think a lot of you guys are trying to really find a trade here, and there's no trade today. Or not yet, not all day, but there's just nothing really happening at the moment. There's a lot of movement, but there's nothing really going on that says, hey, this is A+. So just it's understandable to get into that mode where you're like, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. But if you are in that mode right now, I encourage you to chill out a little bit. Let the plays come to you. Let it make sense. None of this makes sense here. It's all wiki. It's all choppy. It's consolidating. You have a look at the 1 hour, why don't you? Yeah? Very difficult. You got big news coming in today. Going to warm my lunch? Yeah, dude. That's a good idea. Take the chill pill.
That's it, bro. Just a chill pill.
Yeah, there you go. Learning to take the losses easy, the bigger victory for me. That's it. That's a massive victory, right? So if this year, right, you only learned that one thing, it was a winning year. Regardless of your P&L, regardless of how much profits, how many payouts, right? If you're on your journey as a trader and you're beginning to get into this, you just learning how to take losses a little bit better is a massive victory. You know, 98% of traders never learn how to take losses, ever. And that's why the numbers remain the same. It's always like 97, 98% failure rate in trading because of that one simple, something that's so a part of the game people can't seem to handle. It is really mind-blowing at the end of the day, right? Like, imagine playing professional athletics and never expecting to lose a game, or trying to become one of the best hitters of all time and not being able to handle a strikeout. You have to get with it. You have to understand that probability part of this game. Otherwise, you will remain in the 97, 98% of people that continue to fail. Right? And I don't mean being profitable for a day. Anyone could be profitable for a day, gang. A week, a month, even a year. But can you do it year after year and year after year, right? And all you really have to do is follow the profitable system. The moment I stop following the profitable system is the moment I stop getting profits. Doesn't matter if I'm Nick Stewart. It doesn't matter if I've been doing this for X amount of years. It doesn't matter if I, run this. If I stop doing, right, the actions that it takes to win and get off of my discipline, I will begin to lose as a trader, right? So the market doesn't care who you are, what you've done. It only cares that you follow your rules, right? And then you continue to work in that probability. You're going to win trades, you're going to lose trades, but at least you're knowing what you're working with. You know the probabilities that you have, 70, 75% win rate. You could expect that month after month, year after year, when you're doing the steps and actions that it takes. But the moment you deviate, the market come right back at you.
So true though, bro.
Reading The Best Loser Wins. Yeah, another great book. Another great book.
For real, bro. It's important to understand what the markets be rewarding, right? Like, traders will try to be perfect, but they don't need to be perfect. They just need to be consistent with what Nick talks about, right? Being consistent with putting the odds in your favor. And that's what the markets will reward, And you can take some losses and stuff. You're going to take some losses, even having the probabilities in your favor, right? That's what an edge is, just a higher probability of one thing over the other. I mean, there's still a low probability that happens, the other thing happens, but a low probability, right?
Yep.
Going off that high probability.
True. Does Anna know how to trade? She might. Maybe. I remember when I first started learning how to trade, I said, honey, why don't you learn this too? Because, you're smarter than me a little bit. So this actually may be your thing. So she knows the playbook. I'll tell you that. But she doesn't trade or anything.
Yo, chat. I know a lot of people read The Best Loser Wins. Like, I want to know what your guys' best takeaway was from that book. And then whatever that was,
Good
let's
book.
apply it now. Yeah, I'm curious because I've never read that book. So but I know what it takes to be a good loser as well. So I just want to know what everyone's takeaway is.
Could
I
there be
want to see
a?
if,
Yeah, I would too. There
yeah,
there could be a trade here in this session. So just because I took like 2 losses in Asian doesn't mean I won't trade here. But we gotta wait on the setup to show up, and then yeah, if the setup shows up, then we're in there. I did like the 30, but I needed that closure below support. Yeah, so see how we never closed above now, and now you kind of starting to throw this range here. Gold starting to print this potential like FOMC range now. Ah, you see, Anna be on the live streams, paying attention.
hey, yo, what up,
Yeah.
Anna? Shout out Anna, killing motherhood,
She knows the breakout though.
holding it down.
Doing an exceptional job. Exceptional.
Yes, sir.
I took 2 losses. Yeah, I took one on stream and one. So we took this one here together. Where did it go? Right here. So basically, sell. Yeah. So basically, sell right there. That was my position. Nice short position, looking something like this. Whoops, stops are kept above the highs here, like that, and then entry was on basically on the break of this candle's low. So on the break of that low right there, we got entered in. We went like I think maybe 15, 16 pips in profit, filled the wick, but you see that white line there? I was looking for us to tap that white line for partials. So yeah, never got there, and then all of a sudden this next candle just popped up, stopped me out. So that was the first trade, and then the second trade was I think it was on the other time frame, 15-minute. Yeah, so then the second trade, let me find it, was right here. So had that resistance formed, so kind of came down, right? Kind of formed resistance here. Had this wick to fill plus some more room. Ended up taking a sell on that next candle. Again, stops being kept pretty much right here. And then look at that. Stopped out by like a hair again. And then all of a sudden, drives down. Full target tapped. So, but basically both my ideas were right, just a little off on the timing there. Yeah.
Great ideas.
Yep. But 2 pretty decent ideas. Trying to go short.
Like we say, just probability to everything.
A big black
Yes,
box.
let's go.
I know. That's because I was trying to show you the candles, guys.
Yeah, let's go, Keystone. You know, that's what we love doing here, you know, and that's why I think so many people are getting quicker results, right? And are changing their mindsets like right away too, right? Like because obviously like anyone could just say something, right? But when we say something and then we attach a purpose to it, right? Now there's more of an eager to do that thing, right? So if I'm like, all right, yeah, you don't want to chase your trades, right? You want to look at that as a good loss and be okay with that and focus on the next trade. And the purpose of that is because what? Because that's what's going to lead to the best results, the best probabilities to work in our favor, right? Is that type of format to work in. So, yep. When you understand why you're doing things, you're more willing to follow it and you're more willing to go about doing it because you understand the purpose behind it, you know? Just like I could show up here every single day because I know my purpose of being here, right? I know my purpose is freedom from me and my family. So that's why I'm here every day. You know I'm going to follow the trading plan because I know the purpose of that is for me to get good results, you know? I know I'm not going to chase losses because I know that that's not going to get me good results. Give me a signal. Bye now.
Bye. See ya.
Yeah, bye now.
See you guys later.
Peace.
Hey.
Yeah. So really the key is to be understand and aware of the inputs in your life, you know.
How delayed is YouTube? Probably 3 to 5 seconds. But I can promise you we have the lowest latency on YouTube. I promise. Speed it up a little bit. Go back a little bit and then hit the playback speed. Yeah. Playback speed. How long will it take to recover that loss on MGC? I don't know. Might take 2 trades. Might take 3 trades. It took 2 trades to acquire it, so it could take 2 trades to get it back. Maybe 3. Maybe 4. Maybe we don't get it back. Maybe we blow the account. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be there for the next best trade, though.
And that's the way to grow your account, you know? One good trade at a time.
Eat. Oh, damn. Someone blocked you? Emo trades. Yeah, I know emo trades. Yeah. You were quaking one day? Why? Why were you quaking, emo trades?
Emo.
Damn, I don't know. One of the mods must have did that. I'm not in charge of blocking but any of that. Well, maybe sometimes if I have to, but I don't know, man. Once you get the mods all riled up and they send you to the quake yard, it's tough to get out of there. But you're on this username now, so how about you just stay on that username? But we do accept your apology. And I do understand when you guys do quake. I understand, gang. I understand humans get emotion. I understand it's not on me. I understand it's just because you blew your Top Step account or you were right in front of a payout. So your quaking will never really affect me, but it'll affect you. You know what I'm saying? So trying not to do that. I mean, it's one thing to quake like in your underwear at your house by yourself, but to go to the keyboard and use your fingers to type buttons is crazy. It's crazy. You would never catch me do something like that. Like, never.
One thing.
As a grown man, you ain't never catch me doing something like that. You know.
Right.
But we do accept your apologies. It's no big deal. I get it. People are emotional. What'd you say, John?
Yeah, it's one thing to get like emotionally hijacked and quake, but it's another to like get emotionally hijacked and then type something out on the keyboard and then press enter.
Yes. It's all good.
You gotta read it out and stuff too.
We forgive you. We forgive you. It's no biggie. We know we get emotional from time to time. It's okay. I never take it personal, I promise.
We're all humans.
Why the underwear? I don't know. I could just imagine a Quaker just sitting at home in his mom's basement, eating underwear in his underwear, playing with Barbie dolls, quaking on our live stream. Yeah.
That's bad, bro.
Just drinking seed oil, not even eating it in a product. No.
Just drinking.
I will emo trades. I'll if I remember later, I'll look for you. I'll go into the thing and try and find it. All right. I got you, man. Just promise, no more quaking. Only if you can make that promise to me. Sipping on some soy milk. Wow. Price action. What a day.
Action. Shocked, brother. All week. It's just one of those weeks, bro. That's it. You know, we always know these weeks happen.
Yeah. We know this
There's
week when we see it.
Very, very few of them, but they happen.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Game.
That's true.
It's up to us it's up to us as professionals to, you know, be aware of that.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Won't happen again. Awesome. Apology accepted. Let's forget it ever happened. Yeah, gold's waiting for FOMC here. Yep, I think so. Yeah, it's going to be tough to take a buy off of that 4-hour candle too. I'm more open for the sells to continue out here today, but I have a weird feeling that even today, price will throw another one of these at us, like, you know, and make it very tricky on the lower time frames and maybe do something like that. Oh, quaking. Quaking means like complaining, criticizing, condemning, acting like a little baby, you know, things like that.
Being emotionally hijacked.
Being emotionally hijacked, yeah. So usually when someone takes a loss, like it could activate an emotional hijacking, which takes over their emotions and makes them say things and do things that they might not normally do, or act in certain ways that they may not normally act. So that's kind of what happens there.
Yeah.
And look, I get it. I mean, I was 4 years old at one point too, you know, so I do completely understand what it's like. But the way I see it is babies get emotional, you know, babies get mad, and not grown men, right? Like not grown men and women.
Yeah.
I was 3 or 4 at one time though. Yes, I do remember. I was quaking then. Ugh. Tough. Look at that 1 hour. This is most likely setting up for FOMC now. This is our range here.
I've already shut my charts off.
I would stay away. Yeah. Lost all my accounts today. What a great lesson it was. Beautiful, Hunter. You know, as crazy as that sounds, like that today could be the turning point day for you. Right? Today could be the one of those days where you're just like, you know what? Like I've had it. I'm so tired of performing that way and trying to jump the gun and trying to over risk and trying to do something that I just don't need to be doing, right? So maybe today could be the day where you're like, hey, let me flip the switch, right? Let me tap into that 8-figure mode now. And you could look back at today and have it be one of the best days of your life.
Yup.
New word of the day? What is it? I never forget the time I learned about the word phenomenal. I was about 21 years old. Never heard the word phenomenal before. I was like, wow, it's a powerful word.
It is a powerful word.
Yeah, we ain't trying to give money to the markets here today.
Hell no. Trading is that simple, chat. You know, your edge presents itself, you execute. Your edge doesn't present itself, then you execute patience and don't execute any trades, you know? So that's how it works.
Is it January yet? Not yet. Ooh, why do you fear missing out on a trade more than you fear missing out on money? Sheesh.
Shit. I think you fear missing out on money more than the trade. Because that's what you're focused on, you know?
Lost all accounts too?
Once you stop thinking about money, chat, your problems will go away in trading.
Yeah, you really will. Once you really... the main, like, if you go back on my Instagram, I made a story about the aha moment, and the aha moment was that you either follow the plan or you die, basically. That was my aha moment. I couldn't do this on my own. I couldn't do it, jump into my own conclusions, getting into entries early. I couldn't do it. I just never succeeded that way. So my aha moment was, you follow this playbook. You follow this plan at all costs, and you never deviate. And when you do deviate, you deserve to get punished for it. You know, once I realized that and came to that conclusion, solidified that mindset and that mentality, it was over from there. I don't even know if I had a red month after that. And now we're talking about, yeah, actually I have. I don't think I've had more than a handful of red months after that decision was made. And that was probably over 4 years ago. So it's crazy. Just crazy.
Seriously, man. You know, if there's anyone new here getting into trading, like we always talk about this, but like problems in trading stem from the focus of money, right? from the attachment of money, you know. You being attached to money causes more trading problems, right? Because if you just go over the trading problems, like we'll go over a few, like over trading, over risking, strategy hopping, these are all happening because of the idea and attachment to money. So once you detach from the outcome, you can actually attach yourself to what produces the outcome, right? So once you learn that, then you could just attach yourself to that and yeah,
Yeah.
follow the law of detachment.
The better you can do that, the more money you'll make in trading.
Yes.
Again, you don't need a lightning bolt to come down and strike you. To say, okay, finally, I've been through enough adversity, I could probably be successful now. Nah, all you gotta do is follow the plan. All you gotta do is see the future you want, and then follow the path that brings you there. Simple as that. Take the actions. Every action you make, every action you take, you gotta say, does this move me closer to my goal or further away? And
Right.
if it moves you further away, then just don't do it. And if you do it, then how bad do you really want the goal?
Mhm.
You might have to think about that.
Yep. So if you want to detach from the outcome, right, I would start to focus on what produces the outcome. And then that's what I would focus on. And then I would just let the outcome take care of itself. So I understand that this trading edge will produce the outcome. So, okay, so let me let go of the outcome. Let me detach from the focus of the outcome. And by doing that, I can attach myself to what will actually produce the outcome.
Yes. Very true. I feel like it's more about reading the market, less about playbook and entries. Yeah, that has some truth to it. Now, the playbook setup and entries just confirm the read on the market, you know? So it's kind of like you want them both together, right? You don't want just a good read because you may be off on timing. So the thing is, with the read, we get direction, the setup entries, and all that playbook setups, that gives us like precision in a way, right? So if you combine them both, if you have the ability to read the market really well, and then you have the ability to spot out the solid playbook setups, you combine those two, and then that's where like the magic really happens. So I would argue that just a little bit, because there's times where I have a read on the market, but I will not execute unless the setup is there. And the main reason for that is so that way I can truly count on a consistent income from trading, right? A true probability of something that's duplicatable, something I can rely on, something I can duplicate, right? Day after day, and not only duplicate the setups and all that, but duplicate the results of it. So sometimes if you're just going off the read, you can know the market's going up or down and just press buy or sell, but you might not be correct in that moment. So that's where the setups and the entries give you that extra confirmation to make it somewhat of a confirmed A+ idea, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. So for me, it's a little bit of both, and to be honest, I would actually lean more towards like I would differ from you a little bit, and I would say the playbook setup and the entries are probably more important than knowing where price will go. Yeah.
Yep.
Entries are simple. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
agree. It's
Yeah.
a combination of it all.
So, and you are right there, and I could tell that you're moving along and learning, and you're starting to catch on and put the puzzles together by the questions and the things that you're saying. So now it's all about like you got a decent idea of what the setups and entries are. Now it's about reading it and putting those two together and timing it. Just give it another week, 2-3 weeks or so. You're gonna be so much far ahead of the game now if you just really lock in and say, okay, I understand what the setups are, or what the setups and entries look like. Now let me really develop that read so I can put 2 and 2 together.
Thanks, bro. I think we do a very good job at that, at correlating the higher time frames and lower time frames. So like, bro, you just stay consistent with
You're right
showing
on
up
it,
here.
yeah.
You're gonna learn it. You're definitely learning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the forex mindset, talked about like 3 keys to a great trade, which is a good entry, a good exit, and understand the direction. And when you can really focus on those 3 key things and just get better there and just stay consistent with following your edge in those areas, like that's where your consistency is rewarded.
Yep.
And I think we break down those all really good. Setups and entries, we got the playbook. We know direction from our higher time frame, lower time frame correlation. And you guys know the exits we take, the base hits, we got that on lock, right? So the exits are great, the entries are there. The direction is always money. So you just stay consistent with that. You're going to get rewarded.
Yep. December, yeah. The whales are probably taking. So a lot of the big time participants now are kind of floating out in Monaco on their yachts, right?
Yeah.
At this point, so you will tend to see like a slower December, But I don't really put any. I don't like to think about it too much. I just like to come to the desk every day. I don't want to come in thinking, everything's gonna be so difficult today, or the whales are on vacation and all that type of stuff. I just like to keep a clean slate every single day and just pretend nothing's happening and just look at price action. But yeah, this month will tend to slow down slightly as well with the beginning, first half of January. Just because you don't have as many participants in the market now. Most traders have, officially hit their goals, closed their books, and they're enjoying vacation with their family for the New Year's and the holiday and all that. The whales are in Monaco. And all their kids are on iPads. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Eric Ben, bro, I'd say to get over FOMO, bro, I would just focus on your move, right?
Yeah.
Like, show up to your session and read the charts and identify which moves do you want, right? Plan out those moves, and any other move besides those moves that you planned out are just noise, right? And you don't need to have FOMO from that, because now you know what you're looking for, right? And all that matters is that you execute the trade that you are looking for, the trade that you planned out, right? Yeah. So, yeah, anything else doesn't matter, right? So don't let it give you FOMO, because that's not your move. So when you understand your move, you can not, feed into FOMO anymore, because you know that it's not your move.
Yeah, I've told this story before, but I used to wake up for New York session and be pissed off that I missed the drop in London. As if, and this was like years ago, and I'd be mad that like I didn't stay up for 24 hours to catch the move in London. Like, not realizing, look, that's not my session. It's not my business is not open during those hours. So that's why I encourage everyone to develop the business owner mentality when it comes to your trading. Treat your trading like a business. Know what moves you're looking for. Know what moves you're executing on. Know what business hours you work, right? I'm telling you, it really cures a lot of headache, because sometimes we're all over the place. We're going to trade every session. But if you sit down for a moment and write out a business plan and make business hours and all that stuff, now okay, I know what I'm looking for and I know when I'm looking for it. So like John said, if that doesn't happen, everything else is noise, right? The market moved a lot today, but I have zero. I can honestly say I had zero FOMO at all here today. Not in one point in this whole trading session today, with all these moves, did I have any sort of FOMO at all. The reason being is because none of these are what I was looking for, right? None of this lines up with my plan for the day, which keeps me profitable. So therefore, it's light. You know what I mean? It's nothing for me to just hang out, chill, and let price do what it needs to do, and let the noise be made, right? Once my ideas and once my plan shows up, that's when I execute. And if I don't execute there for some reason, then that's a failed day, right? So if you have your position, if you drew up what you were looking for, but for some reason you didn't execute, then that would probably be the only reason for any sort of FOMO, because now you can say, hey, I truly should have been in that move and didn't take it. So as long as you know what you're looking for and when you're looking for it, you should never really deal with FOMO.
Yeah, 100%, I agree.
24-hour stream? Yeah. We'll catch it on that stream.
I remember that the professional traders, they don't necessarily judge their day based on their P&L, right? They judge your day based on how well they followed their plan, you know. So based on their habits and their mindset is what they're more focused on. So just keep that in mind too, right? The execution is the win. The execution of the edge is the win because the execution is your edge, right? If I'm gonna say, okay, this setup here, if you execute that 100 times, right, you're gonna win 80, lose 20. So in order to get to those results, we got to execute 100 trades. So are we going to look at each individual trade and be like, all right, like, damn, that was a good or bad trade because of it won or lost? No, we're gonna you know, judge that based on how well we can execute, right? And that's why, you know, you want to win so bad and you just want to win money, but that's not the true win. The true win is the execution, right, of the process and the edge. So that's what you should really focus on more so, and judge your day based on how well you do that, you know. So anyone new and stuff coming into trading, like those are the real keys to trading. And that's what the pros do.
And if you can't handle losses, it's mainly because you have a 70-30 win rate, but it's only convenient for you to look at the 70% win rate. Screw all that. How about instead of saying you have a 70% win rate, how about you say you have a 30% lose rate?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my trading style, I have a 30% lose rate. No one wants to say that. They all want to drool over the 70%, and that's why when these 30% losses pop up, you freak out. Right? So how about you say, you know what? I got a 30% lose rate, and I love it because that means I'm winning 70% of the time. So that way, when those losses come, you're not shaken up. You know exactly what the deal is. You have a 30% lose rate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro.
Yep. And then it's almost like if you're a professional boxer, you're prepared, right? You're prepared now for 30% loss. If you're a professional boxer and you enter the boxing ring, you're prepared to be punched in the face, aren't you? Right? And then even though you do get punched in the face, you can keep fighting. You can keep swinging, right? But if you're hanging out at the bar and you're just talking with a girl or something, right? And some guy randomly comes from out of nowhere and just literally right hooks you into the dome, right? You are not prepared for that, right? You will most likely get knocked out clean at that point, but you could have taken that same hit no problem had you been in the ring and prepared for it, right? So that's what I'm talking about. A lot of traders, they're only prepared for their own success, but they're not prepared for the 30% loss rate. So when it comes to them, they make it a situation where they're at the bar and they get hit out of nowhere and it knocks them out and they blow their account and blah, 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 right? Where me and John and the rest of these guys and the rest of these 8-figure traders, we know what fight we're in. We know we're going to get hit, but we know we can hit back, and we know we're better than our opponent because we're going to stick to our training, right? So if we know the opponent really well, and if we stick to our training on that opponent, then although we will get punched, I mean, it's a boxing match, right? I mean, what can you expect, right? Although that will undoubtedly happen, we should win the fight, right? Yeah. So you have to understand that, and you got to expect those losses to come, and you have to be ready for them, and they're all part of the game. You know, you guys seen me take over 140 losses this year, yet still extremely profitable, right, as a trader. So just understand, losses are part of it. You only have FOMO if you don't know what you're looking for, and if you know what you're looking for and you got probability on it, then you pull the trigger every time. Like John said, execution is your edge. So your job is not to think, it's just to execute, right? And that's it.
Execute, bro. When you know your setups, entries, everything you got to do, bro, just execute 100 trades in that manner. And then you're going to get your edge. Not caring about wins and losses, but just about the execution. Because that's what is going to get us the results we want, is executing.
Yep. How did I find Johnny? When I was 14 years old, my mom randomly pulled me to the side, me and my other brother, Joe, and she said, "I got a surprise for you guys, kids." I said, "Really? Are we getting a dog?" She said, "No, we're having another baby. Damn. You're going to have another brother." I said, thought we were getting a dog. Yeah, so that's basically like how I found John.
For real, bro. Yeah, I just spawned into the world, and I looked up, and I'm like, what the hell? And I see Nick.
That's it.
Like, what the hell is a giant?
Yep.
I'm like, I want to go back to the spiritual realm, bro. I want to go back to source. But I'm here for a purpose, so
14 years apart. Yeah, that's why he's a great mentee. Yep.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Shout out Nick, bro. Best mentor in the game, chat. I would just follow what this man says, you know, because it's been positively impacting my life. Everything Nick has mentored me on.
Green said he is a dog. That's right. He is a dog.
That's facts, Green. Let him know.
We're related? Yeah, we're brothers, man. We're related. Related. You didn't think
bro,
his last name was Gems, did
Nick,
you?
bro. Yeah, my last name is Gems. Yeah, man, I love trading though. Trading's awesome, bro. Thank you, Nick, for putting me on.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for taking it serious.
Yes, sir.
The chart is incorrect. What should I do to correct it, sir? You be the teacher, I'll be the student.
That's a big dog. Sir.
Trade with the close homies, yeah. Yeah, shout out to the homies. We got a good amount of homies with us now. You know, from back home and whatnot. Good like handful of friends and all that good stuff. Trading with us, making money, changing their lives, building an income outside of their full-time job, really putting it together, paying off debts. I mean, it's pretty remarkable about what's taking place right now. You got a lot of individuals making moves that, you know, currently have full-time jobs, and their wives, their spouse have full-time jobs, and now they're making triple what they were making full-time. And, you know, all of a sudden that leads you with options, right? That begins to lead you with options. And, you know, especially when you begin to pay off any of that like lingering crappy debt that you have, like just the crappy debt, not the good debt. But you start paying off that debt, you start bringing in that cash flow, you got a lot of options ahead of you now. So we're starting to see that happen. We're starting to see guys walk away from their full-time jobs here come 2026 and just go full-time in trading. So it's been quite the run here this year, and especially we really turned up the Jets in Q4. You know, the last couple months have been on fire.
Sir.
Yeah, man. Just joined the clubhouse. Where could I study? Welcome, my friend. Welcome. I like the name. Stay hungry. I would go to the website and go check out the course. We got the full trading course in there, and then there's also webinars that are labeled with specific topics and whatnot. So I would go in there and get a good study sesh going. A lot of information in there. Very, very applicatable. You're going to be able to go into that course or webinar section, learn something, and then literally apply that in Asian session tonight or something. So everything is very, very applicable.
When you think about it, it's really simple, right? All you need is the knowledge to win, and then you just got to apply it, and then you'll start winning.
Yeah. Yep.
Do whatever it takes to get the knowledge, for real.
Trading income and other income. Yeah, this year I made around 200 grand with all the payouts and the withdrawals with trading. And then that's just one of my incomes, you know, so then there's multiple other incomes there, but we do pretty good. We do pretty good on all the income streams. What time is your teaching session? Which one?
Right now.
Which one? Right now, baby, right now.
We got a couple sessions.
Yeah, I think at this point in life, I have about 10 streams of income working for me. So obviously you guys know I've been an entrepreneur for a very long time. So trading is something I picked up actually later in my entrepreneur endeavors. But yeah, I would advise you to create multiple sources of income as well. Trading definitely helps, right? You start to get your money up, and then you can start to invest and maybe start different businesses and all that good stuff. But we did pretty good this year. We did pretty good. Overall, we put up a bunch of money, but you know, with the prop firms, you can't always take it all and everything. So did pretty good. Like trading, had some big withdrawals, over 100K in withdrawals, and close to 100K throughout the year in between Top Step and Top One, man. We really pushed it.
Sure.
We did good. We did good this year. I traded a lot. I traded almost every session all year long. So I was really involved a lot this year.
There for a lot of opportunity.
Yeah. What do I make from mentorship? Which mentorship? I have Clubhouse, I have Elite, I do consulting for other companies, I help e-commerce businesses. I mean, which one? Right? You got to develop multiple streams of income in life. And then you have to have your investments. You get your investments going. And this is what we teach. We talk about this all the time about delayed gratification and building up, your cash flow and starting multiple sources of income, investing, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whether it's real estate. You got to make plays in life. You can't just put all your eggs in one single basket. That was never my goal, and it should never be your goal either. You should always have multiple baskets filled with multiple eggs. Snaggletooth isn't that what? Who's texting me at 10:30?
Yo, we playing golf?
Sheesh. Golf. Hold on. Let me just answer this text.
Maybe, or I might be down, honestly.
How did I start out in entrepreneurship? I was about 8 years old. I did some grass cutting for my cousin Mike one day. We finished up all the yards, and he had a stack of money in his hand, all singles at the time. This is early 90s, probably 96, 1997, 1998, something like that. And I helped him all day. I weed whacked everything while he just casually pushed the lawnmower, yard by yard. I was over there like getting hit and all that. And I did a lot of work that day. And he came over with about $40 cash in his hand, big wad, all singles. And he gave me like 6 or 7 of them. And then he walked away with like 38 or $30 plus. And that moment right there, I knew the owner makes the most, right? Right then and there, I knew I never wanted to be an employee again. So little did I know, I learned about entrepreneurship as a 7-8-year-old kid when my cousin Mike just asked me to come help him with some lawns one day. I'd never done that before, and I noticed that I did all the work, but he made all the money. So in that moment, without even knowing, I committed myself to entrepreneurship. And then, yeah, I've just always been an entrepreneur ever since then.
Bro. What a lesson, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, like I would sell cars. I grew up in this trailer park when I was younger. When I was like probably around 14, 13, like 12 or 13, we moved out of that trailer park, but I lived in there for a while, so we had a nice tight-knit community and all that. And I would sell everything. So I would paint bikes, I would do whatever you needed done. I'd take your handlebars off your bike and put the new ones on, and I'd do everything. I always had a knack for entrepreneurship and all that good stuff. So Mike created a monster. Yeah, shout out to cousin Mike. And then later in life, I was all over the place scrambling. I sold a lot of weed growing up and got into some trouble at some point. Had to spend like just a couple nights in jail or whatever, and then right then and there I realized I don't want to keep going this sloppy way. Like I want to see if I can get professional. I was like 19, 20 years old at the time, and I was really looking for some opportunity, some good opportunity. And about a year later, a mentor came into my life, a bunch of young guys, and started learning from them for a little while, and they eventually introduced me to the famous Mr. V that you guys talk about. Yeah. So and that's how it all went down. And then at 21, 22 years old, I started learning from an entrepreneur who was much older than me and taught me the ways, taught me the laws that govern success. And yeah, here we are.
Get it. And that's the key, bro.
Yeah.
Applying the principles of success. That's all you need to learn. Once you learn that, bro, you start to use them to get you success.
Yep. Rich dad, poor dad. Yeah, I was very blessed and fortunate enough to, and still do, live the rich dad, poor dad type of life where I had a really good mentor. And then I also had a dad who loves me and, wants the best for me too. But he was more of like the average way of doing things. He was a business owner too. He owned a tractor trailer company, a small company, right? Eventually, but they were both like trying to do the best they could. But Mr. V was just so much more dialed in as an entrepreneur and a successful businessman. And my dad was more like the normal traditional route that everyone takes. So right then and there I seen the difference between the two. Yeah, there you go, Hunter. Yep. Yeah, I grew up all that, playing baseball, a lot of sports growing up. Eventually loved the hustle. I loved movies like Paid in Full and New Jack City and all those. So I started selling weed very, very early in middle school and worked my way up to, selling pounds and pounds and pounds in high school and after high school. And I did all that stuff. So, that then kind of legitimized everything.
Man, it was pushing.
Been an entrepreneur for a very, very long time. Mr. V. Mr. V is like my life coach. Yep. FOMC range, baby. Gotta love it. No risk, no Rari, Mugs.
Yes, sir.
Paid in Full? I was watching Paid in Full at like 12. I mean, I remember watching Friday for the first time. I was about 6, 7 years old. Right then and there, I don't know. I just fell in love with the hustle. Can we do in the clubhouse like opening up a business and all that? Yeah, I would recommend if you guys are trading on prop firms, open up a business, LLC, do everything through that. Yep. Six, 7? Nah, my generation didn't do that one. We did nickel or dime, bro. Nickel or dime. What you need? Keep it moving. Don't 6, 7 on me over here.
Bro, I had
honestly, if you did some 6, 7 stuff back then, you might. People look at you a little funny.
Bro. You might get clipped.
People sell weed, always make it in life. You just got that hustler in you. You got that early entrepreneur in you. You're like, hey, all my friends use a service and a product. I might as well provide it to them.
No, it's facts though. Like, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
It just isn't a part of the law. Don't let the law get to you, bro.
A lot of weed sellers that go nowhere. Yeah, probably about like 90% of them. Yeah.
Now you got dispensaries, bro.
We're still here. We got work ethic. Oh yeah, I'm exhausted. The level of work ethic today has been crazy. I need a nap. Yeah, I think we're just vibing now.
Yeah, it's
FOMC range. We already know what's happening. What you know about Paid in Full, Anthony?
Yeah, Clubhouse, you guys are hilarious, bro. But honestly, you got a good product, sell it, you're gonna get good results.
Yeah.
C Melly. C Melly, bro, how's New York, dude?
Back then, everyone's screen name was like 969, 469. Every little immature middle school kid.
Yeah. Should we even tell chat, bro? Like, our freaking house number was 69, bro. I used to get roasted in school for having my my house number be 69.
London. Play with
I'm
the
like,
Barbie
"Dad, why do you
dolls,
have
boys.
pickups,
Stupid. Oh, snap. Wait, did Nick just say he's getting in buy stops? Get these Barbies out of here.
Gosh, yeah.
11.21 in this market condition? What's that mean? What's up, my man, Mr. King? What's 11.21?
Hey.
Can trading be your only income? I mean, it could be. I made like 200K this year trading, so that would be enough. I mean, I've increased my lifestyle like slightly a little bit, but if I had to, I could live off 200K if that's what you're asking.
Oh, yeah.
More than enough. More than enough.
Bro, anything is possible, bro. You can do anything in life.
Yeah. I mean, I got a 20-year-old guy right now in the elite program making well over 10 G's a month, and he's on pace to not fall back. Like, this kid's dialed in.
Exactly.
And he's making 10 G's a month, pretty consistently. This guy wakes up the Andrew Tate in me. Let's go. Faith has helped a lot. You gotta, in order to really go to these next levels, you have to be able to see them before they arrive, right? So that right there is faith in itself. Plus, I lean into scripture. There's a lot of scripture promises in scripture that I really like to hold on to. Like, one of this, like right here, Proverbs 16:3, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will be blessed and succeed, right? Like, there's a lot of things that I will hold on to in terms of like promises that I felt in my heart, and a lot of that just kept me going. Yeah, because it's very difficult to keep going on a vision that only you can see, and there's no evidence whatsoever of it in the physical realm in front of you. It's just simply in your imagination. So until it really becomes like evident, right, it's just blind faith, right? It's just blind faith, hoping and knowing that you're willing to commit, but not really knowing whether or not it will work. And that's why a lot of people don't succeed, because they can't keep walking without the road in sight. But what I learned is that as you walk, the road you walk on appears. So you have to almost go with faith, right? You have to have a plan, but none of these plans as an entrepreneur are guaranteed. They're never 100%. You could put all the work in you want. Like, I know guys that have been putting in work for many, many years, yet they're still in the same place. So it's not just about the work. It's about really believing in that faith and the imagination that you're creating into the physical realm, right? Like, we talk about it all the time. Everything happens in the spiritual realm before it ever manifests into the physical realm. So, you're the only one rooting for you, and you're the only one that can see the vision that God placed in your heart. Therefore, you're the only one that, knows kind of where you're at in that journey. So you're gonna have a lot of haters, a lot of doubters, a lot of people that are gonna be worried about you a little bit. And if you let them get into your ear, which most people do, it's like the story in the Bible, right, where the seeds are planted and some of them fall on stony ground, some of them get caught up in the weeds, right? But some of them hit good soil and actually end up producing a crop. So same thing in life. You're gonna have people try and tangle up your dreams and get you off your mission and off your purpose and whatnot. But you gotta remember, the soil is the mind, right? So if the mind is fertile, and that's why we're trying to teach you guys, hey, love yourself, like think good about yourself, think positive, right? Be optimistic and not pessimistic, because what that's doing is that's toiling the soil of your mind, right? Making it fertile, making it good ground for seeds to grow in. And then as those seeds are planted in, your mind will now go to work for you. And again, spiritual realm to physical realm, right? Spiritual realm to physical realm. So that's how it works. So you're going to need faith. You're going to need faith if you want to do anything great and accomplish things that haven't been accomplished yet. You spend a little while looking like a madman. That you do. Yep. For me, it was about 10, 11 years. Looked really dumb. I looked really, really dumb for about 11 years. I said something to my wife yesterday. We were talking. It's like everything we have now, we paid for many years ago. Everything we have now, we paid the price many, many years ago to be able to have it. And now it's just coming in, right? Like, you know when you place an order on Amazon, you place the order, you pay for it, then you wait for it to come. So a lot of you guys are paying the price right now for your success in 2026 without realizing it. That's why in 2026, it's just all going to start flowing and coming together for you, because you're already paying the price for success now, right? Last year, this year, the year before, but you don't realize that. You know, you don't realize that because, again, there's no evidence in the physical realm of your product arrived, right, at your house from Amazon yet. So it takes faith, and believe it or not, you're gonna pay that price very early in your career, and then you're gonna reap the reward on the back end.
Yes, sir. Facts on facts.
Yeet. 2011, baby. 2011. Was it worth it? All right, men. My wife is in the chat. Let's see, honey. Was the early mornings, the late nights, the empty bank accounts, the negative bank accounts, the arguments about not having a lot of money, putting off getting each other Christmas gifts, instead just writing genuine letters that probably meant more that we could look back on in life. What do you think, honey? Was it worth it?
Seems like it.
Yeah, if you quit now, everything you did was a waste. And I don't want to see that happen for you.
Yeah, if you quit now too, you could just be like 3 feet from your breakthrough as well. So
3 feet
I
from
wouldn't do
gold.
that. Imagine quitting just to know that you were one day away from breakthrough. Wow.
If you have not yet read 3 Feet from Gold, I would recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, Dylan, that's what I like to hear, bro. I did quit my job. Let's get it. I'm with you on that.
If you're going to quit anything, quit your job.
But we don't quit on our dreams, right, fam?
Yo, let's go, Canes. Proud of you, bro. Proud of you, man. Just want to turn that life around. You know what I said to my mentor? I just want a better life. That's all. Can you help me do that? That's all I really wanted. I just wanted a better life, better quality life. I knew I had what it took to win, and all I wanted to do was live a better life. I didn't want to go through the same things my parents went through. I didn't want to, go repeat those same struggles or those same habits or those same debt and divorce and all that stuff, right? I just wanted a better life, and that really locked me in. That allowed me to tap in and take mentorship serious. I looked at my mentor. He had the fruit on the tree. He was a great husband, great father. He was an amazing business owner, incredible entrepreneur, incredible leader, incredible speaker. And I wanted that, and I just wanted that better life. And that alone was enough for me to commit, make a very still small commitment in my own heart and say, I'm all in. I'm all in. I want to learn how to be a better person. And I just continued on that path, one foot after the other. So you're in the right place, Canes. You're in the right place. And don't take this the wrong way, but we don't care about where you've been. All we care about is where you're going. We want to help you get to the place that you want to be. We're not going to judge you by where you've been and who you were and what you did and the stupid mistakes you made. We all do that, right? Life is a classroom. But we want to take the guy who says, hey, look, I just want a better life. Can you help me? Can you teach me? And we'll teach you. We'll teach you this trading thing, but we're going to teach you mindset, mentality, thought process, all that as well that goes with this. How to handle your money, right? How to just live a good life, live a life of freedom and the life that you desire. So
a wealthy life, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you've been. We care about where you're going, and we're here to help you every step of the way.
Amen.
God will steer the boat, but you gonna need to row it. Yeah, there you go, Dominic.
Yes, sir, Dominic. We all know what we got to do.
What else, my friends? What else? Anything? You guys do know we're ranging for FOMC right now, right? I could picture some of y'all. Oh God, why did I get in? Why did I get in? He said it's a range for F1. You guys do know we're ranging, right?
Gold's still in this range, bro.
Yeah.
Chad, I shut my computers off an hour ago. What are we doing?
Look, the clubhouse is locked out. Jay Coop's locked out.
Yeah.
So we're rooting for you, gang. We really are. We wouldn't show up here every day for nothing. You know, we believe in you guys. We know the names that are here. We know that there's a lot of people who are extremely consistent, and I know if they hear me, John, if the reason we say the same things over and over again is because the mind needs the repetition. Thank God my mentor said the same thing 150,000 times, right? To finally make it through my noggin here. Right, I'm so grateful that he took the time, that he didn't give up on the group, that he continued to pour in. So, you know, this will take time, but you can win at the highest levels, my friends. And again, we're here to help you every step of the way, and we'll continue to show up here and continue to pour in.
Pour in. It's all possible, fam. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, what are we doing? Any other questions before we head out? I think it's time. 10:44. I think it's time to roll. Good conversation. Very healthy. See Melly
about to get that bacon, egg, and cheese, bro. Hit in New York, man. Enjoy that. Central Park too. Oh snap! You're in the heart of it, bro.
Last thing before I leave, talking about C Melly. You know, C Melly came in the game as an elite member, joined the elite program fairly quickly, took all of my advice, took all my mentorship, began to apply it into his trading. Did he succeed right then and there, right away? No. But he kept applying, he kept working, and now he's literally getting payout after payout after payout. He texted me yesterday. He's become a good friend of mine. I've had him over my house. I've had him sleep in my home. I've had him eat with me, be with my family. We've golfed and stuff. And, you know, he texted me yesterday in the morning. He says, I'm living my dream because of you, bro. You know, and that stuff right there makes me super emotional. He's on the airplane. He's trading. He sends me a picture, and he goes, I'm living the dream, you know, and I know that's a lot to do with him securing his payouts, but it's nice to know that this community, not just me, but this community, this whole organization that we have here, right, helps traders and sharpens traders one at a time. And he's just one story I could talk about, but congratulations, you know, to all who are really making moves in their lives, and get ready to live your dream, you know, because if you keep doing what you're supposed to do, if you keep doing what's required, you will get what's desired. It's just a matter of time of staying consistent, getting your reps in, and just believing, gang, that you can do this. So I believe in you. If you can't believe in you, believe in me that I believe that you can do it. All right. Cool. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Clubhouse, I'll see you in Asian session tonight. Yeah?
Do it, bro.
Let's do it.
Great session here.
Johnny Gems, always a pleasure to have you here with me, man.
You too, bro. Always, bro.
Always
I'll
nice to even regardless if there's thousands of people here, I know that I'm pouring into my younger brother as well. So it's always a blessing to have the thousands of here, but it would be worth it if it was just me and you, bro.
Exactly. Either way, we're running it up, bro. Regardless. So, hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Of course. All right, gang. Hey, I hope y'all have a great day. Blessings to you and your family and all that. And enjoy FOMC. Don't over risk. Don't over trade. And we'll see you guys back in the next session. Yeah. Later, my friends. Enjoy it. Blessings.
God bless y'all.
We gone. Clubhouse. See you guys in Asian. Later, G's. Peace.
All I do is make fire. I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball. Got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans I made too. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 80-42, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the fourth spot. Been in this position, ain't a shortstop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, counting it, went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it ish. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. This is not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make five, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
Why didn't you let me know you were coming?
I wanted to surprise you.
Money talking like we FaceTime daily.
Hello?
Ring, 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 Tom Brady.
What up?
Going for the green John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Set the bar way too high. Can't blame me. Yeah. Going for the green John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me?
Who the one that's doing it better than us?
Y'all stink. This is skunk. It's 7 to none.
Yeah, I get what I want, that's what leverage does.
They said it was enough, but it's never enough.
All of y'all overpriced, but you still ain't overpriced.
Vegas hot, cold as ice. Something like the golden ice.
Big screen, poltergeist, I don't need to go to right.
Got the numbers where I want them. It's some loaded dice.
Break by break, build a fortress. Crib got big, it's enormous. Whip got grip, it's performance. All my kids got a fortune. It's
Money talking like we FaceTime daily.
Hello?
Ring, 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 Tom Brady.
What up?
Going for the green John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Set the bar way too high. Can't blame me. Yeah. Going for the green John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me?
bring it to the judge, she gon' never say I'm innocent.
Did it, then I did it again. Ain't no coincidence.
Did it with a minimal plan, there was no middleman.
Did it with the little I had. It took some discipline.
Giving everything that I had, but never giving in.
Face to the sky, let the sunshine graze me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Grateful for it, got me feeling so amazing.
Ring, 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 yeah, I run it like Sonic.
Knuckles all shining like my fist got polished.
Pinky ring on, that's an expensive promise.
All y'all clowns ironic, cause you not it.
Break by break, build a fortress. Crib got big, it's enormous. Whip got grip, it's performance. All my kids got a fortune. It's
money talking like we FaceTime daily.
Hello?
Ring, 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 Tom Brady.
What up?
Going for the green John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Set the bar way too high. Can't blame me. Yeah. Going for the green John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me?
yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the brakes and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run the business. I've been making paper like I'm Dunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle of Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. My bad, fell asleep at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Van Gogh. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it.
I've been on a mission like totally spice. En mijn baddie, she bad, but she totally nice. Nails are blue en haar toes wil ik white. Ik compie niet met jou, dat is hoe voor mijn lijk. You knew it for sure, but he left with a why. Yeah, we live, but we destined to die. En je chill it on me, but I'm ending a lie. I'm a lie. En ik voel me net Memphis de paai. En ik jag op de goed in de scene. Moest eigenlijk rennen, we lopen misschien. En ik wil niet eens kijken, mijn ogen die zien. Is er niet genoeg dat ik kopen with 10. Move in the bean. Hier co-star. I got 5 on my name, I got no star. Come to me just to see how my shows are.
They said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know I've been on a what? Mission. Go. Okay, let's get it.
100 grams.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy. Easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. I'm eager to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't when I come with it. I'm a scene, still a seat, filler, blow up the numbers, and I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe with an old soul, oh so great. Stay paid by the boatload, don't go chasing a wave. I'm a rowboat, blow smoke right through the face of the ozone. Oh no, I got the bag, I'm back to just double it. I'm about to pop the top, I've been bubbling. They want the spot, but I do not cut them in. They tryna plot my drop, they been huddling. Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up
Yo,
like violet.
I know a lot of people praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth like the ground floor, but I've been flying so long, I tend to ask people, what's the ground for? Man, I'm only headed up, see my flow volcanic, it's the fire I erupt. Heard the fans getting rowdy cause they haven't had enough. You know I'm running the city, you just running out of luck. Yeah, I said that with my chest, I flow hard, it's no wonder they easily impressed. I'm so far, but I'm always coming back with something fresh. I never rest, where you'll never catch this ego in a nest. I invest my time in a booth, I find a piece. I used to piece the boom in my mind. My ex knows this, let me expose this. She left cause she don't wanna be with an explosive. Man, I'm just
feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I sign with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet.